my amazing sister, Dr. Denise Mallett. If you notice, let's give her a round of applause. If you noticed around the room, the room is filled with love, her quotes in her book. She recently wrote a book, and her book is a tool for leaders, emerging leaders, and future leaders. And so I'm going to let Denise come up and speak and talk to you about her book, The Village Effect.
Thank you, and I promise it'll be brief. Someone told me that, but I can't thank you enough in terms of heart being full and the leadership, looking at The Village Effect, which is a book that launched July 1st, which is my debut book. It's The Village Effect, Leadership, Faith, and the Power of Community. It was so important to me to tell the stories that I wanted to hear probably 25 to 30 years ago, and what it takes to navigate both the hills and valleys, the peaks and all the things that make us beautiful, amazing women. Men also get a few tools and tips out of that too, but it was directed for that. And speaking from a woman of color, it was very important for me to tell that story for me and for others. When you hear the village, I thought it had this familiar feeling that we've all heard that through our lifetime. We've all heard something from our own tribes, and how important it is for us to keep tapping back into that. But one of the major elements around the book is that we don't have to separate faith and our belief system from our leadership style. And I think many of us have that as an underpinning. But I did that in storytelling. The book was about being able to tell some of the ebbs and flows of my life as it relates to leadership. So I am, from the day, and probably weeks before, but the day it launched, I have been just embraced and loved, and people have bought the book and they just continue to support me. So I can't thank you enough. And tonight is another example that, and in the theme of gratitude and thanks and Thanksgiving, I want to thank George McKenney, who was the brainchild around this, in making that possible. I want to thank NSO for the work that they do to make sure that the least of the vulnerable among us are being not only served but supported, and they're having an opportunity to thrive. And I want to take an opportunity to thank Choo Corporation and them betting on the amazing work that we do as a community, as me as a woman, and what we do to make sure that we keep all things fueling into improving the economy, and then saying, let's do it. And they've been wholehearted, they've been supportive. So we give back to those who give to us. So I just want to take a moment to thank them for making this an opportunity for all of us. I won't keep you long, because the highlight tonight is NSO. And when we think about purpose and doing and giving, listen, I love fashion like anybody else, but all the proceeds, when we came up with this concept, the concept was around us giving to a cause that impacted, again, just impacted the world and the work that they do every single day. So I want to call someone up from the NSO, the president of NSO, Linda Little, for her amazing leadership. I'm going to give a few words tonight.
Before we do that, Linda, we have introductions. I'm going to introduce Linda, and then we're going to bring her up. For 70 years, the NSO has been a cornerstone of hope and transformation in Detroit, providing housing, health, and human services that help individuals and families rebuild their lives. From ending homelessness and addressing mental health needs to advancing equality and opportunity, NSO's impact reaches thousands of Detroiters each year. Under the visionary leadership of Linda Little, President and CEO, NSO has become a national model for innovative, whole person care. Linda, a registered nurse, executive leader, and an advocate, has dedicated her career to transforming systems and creating pathways for a healing stability in our community. Her commitment to advancing health equality and social justice continues to inspire meaningful change across the city and beyond. It is my pleasure to introduce who we are here for tonight for the NSO, Linda Little.
I was totally not expecting that. Thank you all. Thank you, Denise. You are just amazing. This is my sister from another mister. And George, thank you so much. You all are amazing. It takes one person who can bring so many diverse people together under one cause, and that would be Denise Mallett. So thank you so much for what you do. So, last week, we serve the most vulnerable. We are the safety net of the safety net organizations. We have a full continuum of housing solutions. Some of you may not know, but we have apartments for people who are formerly homeless. We have about 200, almost 300 units. And one of our apartments at our Bell building, which is a building that has 155 units, one of the residents set a couch on fire last week. And the fire department was able to extinguish the fire and contain it to that apartment, but 6 floors of our building was flooded. Elevators down. 60 people were displaced and housed in our gym on cots. Thank God for the Red Cross, United Way, and donors and our staff. Harris White is our Chief Administrative Officer at NSO. Katrina McCree is our Chief Community Impact Officer. We have a fantastic team of people who are so dedicated, who just stepped in. We're lean. We always say we're small but mighty. But we had to step in and help and support the 150 people who are in that building who don't have resources. They don't have, homelessness is a poverty issue. People who are wealthy have the same problems. They just don't have, people who are homeless just don't have the money to have the safety net and to weather the storms of life. And so that's what we do. We help them weather those storms. So this event and others like it helps us to have the resources to help people. And I want to thank you on behalf of our staff and our team from the depths of our hearts for supporting our mission in your community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. So with that being said, thank you everyone that is here. I am so happy that you guys are digging deep in your pockets. We have a goal tonight, and hopefully we can make that goal of 30,000, so we can have a goal to bless NSO of 5,000. So dig deep. We have 3 bags that I call the Big Giver, and everybody's loving those bags in the back. So you can be discreet, because I can do it like church. If you want me to raise it like church, I can do it like church. Church that said, can I get 5 people to the front? But thank you guys so much. Thank you for just taking your time out on this Thursday evening and just dig deep, find it in your heart. I know that we're in a very strained climax, but God is good. Glory be to God. God is good. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.